1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello guys, and welcome to a different video on Arkham Knight. So this is going to be talking about the reveal of who the Arkham Knight actually is. Now before I begin, this is going to contain massive spoilers for the main storyline, because it talks about who the Arkham Knight is, why I think they did it, and what my overall opinions are on it. You have been warned. Alright, so the Arkham Knight. He was a really damn cool character, because ages ago they were like, it's a new character, right, deal with it, we're making a new character for this game. And instantly there were theory videos about it after the first few trailers came out, and the guesses were crazy. There was stuff for Anarchy, which at one point I did believe, there was stuff for Hush, stuff for Ra's al Ghul and stuff like that. So, but then there was this one that everyone believed, that the Arkham Knight was Jason Todd, and it was correct. Now, I'm going to talk about, but before I move on to my thoughts, because I'm pretty much moving on to that, I'm going to talk about what what happened, if you haven't already seen it. So, the Arkham Knight reveals to Batman that it is Jason Todd. Now, the reason behind them doing this is simply because Red Hood is in the game. When the theories came out for Jason Todd, they were huge, and everyone believed that it was Jason Todd. And then we sort of turned a blind eye when it was announced that you could play as Red Hood in the story pack. So why wouldn't it be Jason Todd? Jason Todd is the Red Hood. I mean, who is the Red Hood in Arkham Knight? It might be Jason Todd, I don't know. I don't have the DLC, but I don't think it's Jason Todd. I think it's a different kind of Red Hood. Now, you have to tell me in the comments if there is, there has been another Red Hood, but I don't think there has been. So it's a bit confusing to me that there's Red Hood, but then also Arkham Knight being Jason Todd. But the reason they'll have done this is because of the storyline. Throughout the story of Arkham Knight, you can see the flashbacks that Joker gives to Batman, because he's been infested with Joker's blood from the last game, Arkham City, and also Scarecrow's fear toxin. And he is seeing these visions of Jason being beaten and branded by Joker, and being twisted and turned into this person who hates Batman. And it's really quite brutal, and it's why the game got an 18 rating, which I'm glad they did that, because this could not be a 16 game. You can tell from the blood and the gore and the storyline just being so dark, it couldn't be a 16. But anyway, this is not the traditional Red Hood storyline, and that's good. This is the traditional Red Hood or Jason Todd storyline, is that Jason Todd is captured by Joker, hauled up in a warehouse. He beats him with a crowbar nearly to death, but then there's already this bomb that's in place for Jason, and Jason dies in the explosion. He does die. Jason Todd does die. But in the Arkham series, the storyline is that Joker showed Batman that he had killed him, but really he didn't. He just tortured him and branded him and played these games with him, and it's really quite awful. And he's twisted Jason into being this person that hates Batman for abandoning him and like replacing him with Tim Drake. You see in the game, he says, "How long did you wait before you replaced me? A month? A week? I thought you were better than that," or something like that. And Jason is hurt by this, and it twists him to become the Arkham Knight. Batman left him with Joker in Arkham, or so he says, which makes him think of the name the Arkham Knight. It's a mockery of Batman. If you look at his suit, he has bat ears, he has the Batman cowl almost for the face, no cape, but he has an Arkham A on his chest. It's a mockery of Batman. We should have seen this from the very beginning. A lot of people have. Some people did believe it was Jason Todd, even when Red Hood was announced. I myself turned a blind eye and believed it was something like Anarchy or something like that. It would have been interesting to see the Arkham Knight as Anarchy, since he was introduced in Origins in the last game. So we would have the time to prepare, be a leader, and stuff like that. But it is Jason Todd. So my overall thoughts and opinions on Jason Todd being the Arkham Knight, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought that the writers could have done something so much more with a new character rather than like an interpretation of the Red Hood storyline. I think that it could have been anyone else. I think it could have been Anarchy. I think Anarchy would have been a great like Arkham Knight reveal. It's like, you did this to me years ago, and I've trained all these years to fight and to become a leader and stuff like that. And I just think it would have been better. But Jason Todd, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool reveal. But if you think about it, the people who only play the Arkham games, some people have only just started on the with the Arkham games with Arkham Knight because it's the most anticipated game in 2015, arguably. So some people don't even know any of these characters. They know Batman's a badass and he fights with the Batmobile and stuff like that. So with it being Jason Todd wasn't in the last few games, so it's kind of a bummer that it is Jason Todd. It would have made more sense for it to be a character that we've already seen before, so it's a bigger shock. People who have only played the Arkham games, like I was saying, they won't know who Jason Todd is. They haven't read the comics. They have no idea. The only like recognition of Jason Todd being in this universe that we have seen in the Arkham games was once in the Arkham City DLC, and these flashbacks in Arkham Knight that are all in one place, and then it's sort of just a rushed like reveal. So to those people who hadn't read the comics or anything like that, or know anything, they're screwed. They're probably like, who? When they saw the Arkham Knight was revealed. So it was a little bit of a disappointment, I will be honest. However, it is what it is. We guessed it from the very beginning, but I think that Rocksteady or Paul Dini or whoever's writing this game could have done a better job with the reveal, or even just having Jason Todd at the beginning, showing Jason Todd's death at the very beginning or something like that of the game. It might have made it more obvious, but we would have had more of a recognition of who he is. But that's just my overall thoughts. Sound off in the comments below of what you think of the Arkham Knight's identity, and stay tuned for more Arkham Knight videos. Potentially a discussion on the ending of Arkham Knight as well. My name is Ricardo. I will see you in the next episode of Batman Arkham Knight. Goodbye.